Welcome to Business Book Daily. Today I'm breaking down a short ancient book about self-control, judgment, and how to stay steady when the world refuses to cooperate. I'll give you the big ideas, the practical business lesson, and 3 sharp insights you can post to LinkedIn today. Let's go. But first, a word from our sponsor. Want to grow your revenue without adding to your payroll? A lot of smart operators are hiring commission-only reps, experienced salespeople who only get paid when they produce results. If that sounds like a smarter way to scale, post your opportunity at commissiononly.com. Thousands of motivated reps are actively looking for performance-based roles right now. Commissiononly.com. Today's book is The Enchiridion by Epictetus. Epictetus was a Stoic philosopher who taught that freedom starts when you stop trying to control what was never yours to control in the first place. His core argument is simple. Some things are up to you, and some things are not. Peace, strength, and good judgment come from knowing the difference. That's what makes this book useful. A lot of people in business burn energy on things they cannot command. They obsess over the market, competitors, public opinion, client moods, and outcomes that depend on too many moving parts. Epictetus cuts through all of that. You do not control the economy. You do not control other people's reactions. You do control your choices, your discipline, your standards, and the way you respond. One of the strongest ideas in the book is the split between what is within your control and what is outside it. Your effort, judgment, patience, and conduct belong to you. Other people's praise, timing, results, and behavior do not. That matters because a lot of bad decisions come from emotional confusion. People panic over what they cannot direct and neglect what they can actually improve. Another major lesson is that events are not what upset us. Our opinions about them are. Two people can face the same setback and react in completely different ways. One spirals, the other adjusts. In business, that's a serious advantage. If you can separate the facts from your interpretation, you make better decisions under pressure and waste less time turning every setback into a personal drama. Epictetus also teaches that discomfort is part of the deal. You cannot lead, build, sell, hire, fire, negotiate, or grow without frustration. The mistake is acting shocked every time reality behaves like reality. His point is not that pain feels good. It's that emotional stability improves when you stop expecting the world to obey your preferences. Another useful idea is that status and appearances are flimsy goals. A lot of people want to look impressive more than they want to become capable. Epictetus pushes in the opposite direction. Focus less on being seen as wise, successful, or important. Focus more on behaving well, thinking clearly, and doing the work in front of you. That's not flashy, but it tends to produce better leaders. And maybe the most practical lesson in the book is that self-mastery beats circumstance. A person who can govern their reactions is harder to manipulate, harder to rattle, and harder to derail. That matters in leadership because teams borrow emotional cues from the person at the top. If you lose your head every time something goes wrong, the whole room gets worse. So how do you apply this? Start by sorting your current problems into 2 piles. In one pile, put what you can actually influence: preparation, communication, follow-through, priorities, standards, and tone. In the other pile, put what you cannot command: other people's feelings, the timing of every outcome, and the fact that setbacks exist. Then stop treating those 2 piles the same. Next, watch your interpretations. When something goes wrong, pause before adding a dramatic story to the facts. A delayed deal is a delayed deal. A critical email is a critical email. Not every setback means disaster. Clearer interpretation usually leads to calmer action. Then practice steadiness in small moments. Missed deadlines, rude people, bad calls, changing plans, and unfair outcomes are all chances to get better at governing your response. That's not glamorous work, but it compounds. Now here are 3 insights worth sharing. First, stress often grows when people confuse influence with control and then take reality personally. Second, strong judgment starts when you stop demanding that other people, markets, and outcomes behave on your terms. Third, the calmest leader in the room usually is not the least pressured. They are the one who knows what belongs to them and what does not. Today's closing sponsor is memoirghostwriting.com. If you've been sitting on a business book idea, these are the people to call. They work with founders, executives, and industry experts to turn hard-won ideas into books that build authority, attract leads, and open doors. They handle everything from interviews to writing, to editing, to publishing. If there's a book in your head that should already be helping your business, learn more at memoirghostwriting.com. That's it for today. See you next time.